kinky curls in the rearview mirror of my car and reached into my purse to reapply my favorite shade of velvety red lipstick. No matter how good I was at makeup, I always felt self-conscious around her. Jade's steely blue eyes could stare into my soul, which made me feel like I needed more concealer, as if that could create a barrier. It didn't matter though. One look at her, and my legs always turned to jello. I pushed up my breasts to make sure they looked enticing, yet not too provocative. This was supposed to be a modest occasion after all. After turning the car off, I made my way to the entrance of the church, expecting to see many familiar faces for the holiday party. But I was really only looking for hers. My heart was pounding out of my chest, and I wasn't sure if it was because I was excited to see her or nervous that everyone could see the lesbian lust written all over my face. Kara! I hear a voice squeal from behind, and I'm greeted by Jade's warm body pressed against mine in a hug, her hands firmly placed on the small of my back. Her hair smelled like vanilla and another spice I couldn't quite put my finger on, but I felt my tense body loosen up. But I'm almost certain she could feel my heart beating against hers. Wow, hugging her curves is enough to make me feel completely aroused, and I'm ready to drop my panties right here, I think to myself. How are you, Jade? I asked while glancing over at the man at her side. I've been great. How about you? Before I could answer, she introduced this guy awkwardly looking back and forth between the two of us. This is Kent, my boyfriend. Like, my heart stopped. Boyfriend? What the Before now, I was getting total let's be honest vibes here. Especially that one time we... Kent, so nice to meet you. I blurred out before it looked suspicious that I didn't answer. Congrats. How long have you guys been dating? Only a couple weeks. But I just know she's the one that God had planned for me. Sometimes you just get a feeling, you know? Kent beamed. Boy, did I know. Oh, that's so great, I replied, trying not to let my disappointment, better yet, disgust, show. It really irritates me that straight people could waltz into any room and no one would judge the validity of their relationship, especially when I knew Kent wasn't right for her. I was. I knew her inside and out, better than the back of my hand. We had shared so many intimate moments together, like that one night in her car. Kara, how's work going for you? Jade asked softly, touching my shoulder, making my heart skip a beat. It's going well. How about you? I inquire. It's so boring without your gorgeous face to look at. I'm so happy you took that job, but I hate not having you around, especially during our lunch breaks, she said, biting her lower lip. Lunch breaks. She said that, and the room around me froze. All I picture is me, her, lips, wet, skin. I felt my vagina start to pulsate with desire. Yeah, I miss you too. I breathe out, struggling for air. Excuse me, you two. I'm actually gonna head to the bathroom, so I'll catch up with you both later. I had to get out of there, or else I was going to pass out, or even worse, throw myself at her in a room full of very conservative Christians. I needed to pull myself together before I embarrassed myself. Kara, wait up! I hear Jade shout as I'm turning the corner to go to the bathroom. I need to go too. I'll just come with you. But it's only a single-person bathroom, I managed to stammer out. She reaches around me and grabs the door handle and says, arching her left brow, staring deep into my eyes with a laugh, "You know I couldn't care less about that." As her body gets closer to mine, I have no choice but to back slowly into the bathroom with her. My knees are so weak, it's a miracle that I don't fall backwards and onto my ass. She locks the door behind us and pushes my body against the wall, her hips pressed up against mine, her face inches from me. "What are we doing, Jade?" I managed to utter. "You have a boyfriend," I say sheepishly, not really trying to hide the disappointment in my voice. "You know he can't do it for me like you can, Kara," she purred while wrapping her arms around my waist. "You know how people in the church can be." "Kent is actually gay too. We're each other's beards," she chuckled. A wave of relief washed over me. It was the green light that I needed. I may have been about to fornicate in a church, with a woman at that, but I had morals. I couldn't condone cheating. But now, I didn't have to worry about that. I dove in, maybe a little too forcefully, and kissed her deeply, sucking in every morsel I could, tasting her cinnamon gum that she's always chewed. I paused, afraid I acted too quickly, but she pulled me back in by my hair and kissed me in a way only she could. The next thing I knew, I was peeling her shirt off of her body and exposing her porcelain skin with her full breast clad in a lacy teal bra. Her nipples were so hard, I could see their imprints through her bra, begging for me to suck on them. "Can I?" I panted as my fingers found their way to the clasps of her bra. "Please do." She moaned like she was going to die if I didn't. She didn't have to beg at all. I unhooked her bra and let it fall to the ground, exposing the most beautiful breasts I'd ever seen, perky and ample. I would have been jealous and insecure about my own had it not been for the animal in me that started feasting on them. They were warm and soft and almost begging for me to touch, squeeze, and nibble on them. And I did just that. Oh my God, I'm so wet right now, just for you, baby. I love you, I always have. Oh, I love you too, Jade, so fucking much. I growl, switching positions with her so that she is the one pressed against the wall. My fingers found their way in between her legs, and they're greeted by radiating warmth. I touch her softly at first, and as she tilts her head back, allowing her blonde hair to spill behind her, I increase the pressure. "Is that okay?" I ask, searching her face to make sure she's enjoying it. "No, it's amazing," she moans, pulling my body closer to hers. The look on her face during sex always was such a turn on. Her eyebrows knitted together, mouth gaping open. God, I was in heaven. I kept a steady rhythm of rubbing her clit with my right hand, flicking her nipple with my left, and sucking on the right tit with my mouth. It felt so good, especially seeing how much she enjoyed me, that I thought I was going to go into cardiac arrest. "Kara, I'm going to come," she squealed as her whole body started shaking. "Come for me, baby. Please come. You know I love it when you enjoy yourself." I plead, gasping for air. I didn't care that I wasn't coming myself. Today was all about her. She clung to me so tight, digging her nails into me. It edged on the brink of pain, but I liked it a little too much to care. Her whole body was withering with pleasure, and I was soaking up every minute of it. Let yourself go, baby. Just for me. As she came for me, she tilted her head back, her perfect lips open, gasping for air as I could see tears glistening down her cheeks. I'd never made anyone cry before during sex, but there was just too much chemistry between us. I knew I would cry too if she did the same to me. She was so gorgeous in that moment, my mind took a picture of her to save forever. When she finished, she collapsed into me, panting, her heart hammering against my chest. I wrapped my arms around her neck, playing with her hair just the way I knew she liked it. Oh my God. She managed to get out in between breaths. She gently kissed my neck. I love you so much. I wish that we could be together without anybody here judging us. Me too. But until then, it's kind of fun sneaking around like this, right? I asked, winking at her. Almost too fun, she replied, putting her shirt back on, a rosy hue flooding her cheeks. Let's get back out there before people start to wonder where we went. Okay, I agree, stealing one more kiss before she unlocked the door.